show is not about me. It is about the success, prosperity, and vision of others. It's about the amateur comedian. It's about the amateur actress or actor. It's about the new entrepreneur. It's about giving them exposure. It's about believing in them as much as they believe in themselves. Success, prosperity, and vision does not belong to me alone. It belongs to everyone who has dedicated a moment of time to their craft. This show is not about me preaching to you about how to go and start a business and do all of these other things. It's about exposing this talent to the world that has turned an eye to me. So forgive me if what you're about to see goes against what you thought you would see. Welcome to the Illski Show.
Hello? What? What's going on? Who? Nah, it ain't happening. Okay. Just give me a minute and I'll be over there in a little bit. Okay. Every time, man, I'm killing him. What more do we have to do? We go to school, we go to work, we don't harm nobody. But still, every day, I have to wake up. And look over my shoulder. Every time I see blue lights, every time I see a cop car. I had to play this game like I'm not doing nothing, even though I'm not doing nothing. I had to sit up straight, make sure I don't look him in the eye. Don't stomp on the brakes too hard, because if I do, they're gonna think I'm suspicious. It's fucked up, man. Why do I have to live like this? Why do we have to live like this? If we live in a good life, we shouldn't have to worry about getting killed by people who are supposed to protect us.
All right. So we're back. We had a little, honestly, just being real, we had a situation. The camera wasn't even recording. We did a whole live 12 hours and shit. Yeah. So this is what we're going to do, because I don't want to try to reenact what we did. Tell people who you are.
My name is Typon English. I'm an actor, comedian, songwriter, and videographer and photographer.
How long have you been an actor?
I've been acting for 3.5 years.
Okay. And give us a rundown on what you featured in the last 3 years.
I co-starred on a show called Murder Calls, and I've been on Fatal Attraction. I forgot about that earlier. Now I can say it now. And I have a Harris Teeter commercial that's airing, and I have a community bank commercial that's airing now too.
Okay. And
I work with Kevin Hart.
And yeah,
that's the biggest. That's the biggest
talk about
thing.
that. Talk about that. How that happened?
Well, I have an agency, Steadicam Talent.
Okay.
And they put me in the right position. It's like put me in the right position in front of the right casting directors to give me an audition. And they liked what they saw, and I was on set with them for 2 days.
Question, because the show is all about informing people on how they can be successful and whatever our interviewee is talking about. How do you go about getting an agent as an actor?
Well, you just gotta do your research. Go look up agencies and look up their background. Look at what they do and if their actors are actually working. And like I said, this main thing is really do your research. And then once you do your research, contact them. Okay. I had to email Miss Lisa. She's one of the founders and owners of Steadicam Talent. I had to email her twice and call her like 3 or 4 times just to let her know that I was serious and real.
Okay. What are some of the things you should look out for? How do you prevent yourself from getting knocked over the head and scammed by someone claiming to be an agent?
You gotta make sure you read your contracts. First of all, you gotta make sure that other people that are represented by them, you gotta talk to them and see how their interactions are with them, and if they actually have people that work, and if they're booking. If they're not booking, then I mean, I wouldn't trust the agency.
Okay. How did you get started in acting?
I started way back in 1990. I want to say 96.
96? Boy, in 1996, I was doing all kinds of things. No, so in 96.
96.
How old were you?
Had to be 5.
And do you remember the line from what was the first? What was it called?
I can't remember the name of the first play, but the only line I had like 4 or 5 different roles that I played, but the only line I remember was the last one. The lady, she was reading a book on the Bible and everything, and like she was getting it wrong. So I walked down and I was like, that ain't how it go. You doing it wrong. Everybody, that was my big moment back then, and I guess it stuck with me when the opportunity came up to act again. I jumped on it.
Okay. Throughout your day-to-day life, what is it comprised of? Being an actor, a photographer, a videographer, a musician, and a comedian. What is your day comprised of?
Oh man, you kind of really never really know. Anything pop up, because in the acting world, any minute I can get a call and boom, you got an audition. I just had an audition, so I can get a call and be like, boom, all right, you booked. They changed the date, so you gotta go such and such. You gotta go to this place tomorrow at this time. And the same with videography. You kind of work off people's availability and everything, and things always change and things always comes up. If I run into a model or something, just out in the street, they see me with a camera, oh, hey, would you like to do a shoot? I'm yeah, you ready to do it right now? Let's work. Okay. And everything. In comedy, I mean, you can be funny all day. Right. Sometimes you don't want to be, sometimes you just want to be chill, relaxed. But most of you can just do that all day.
When did you find out that you were a comedian?
Man, what inspired me to do it is when I went on set with Kevin Hart just to see his hustle and his grind. And it was something I always wanted to do. I love watching stand-up comedy. My favorite comedian Dave Chappelle. Second is Kevin Hart.
Okay. You got him in the
I'm sorry, Kev.
You got him in the right order.
It's Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart. You got to go with Grace Eddie, and I would say Robin Harris is one of my favorites too, and Bernie Mac, of course.
If you could speak to your younger self 5 years ago, what are 5 things you would tell yourself?
5 things I would tell myself. Don't go to Limestone. They ain't giving you enough money, boy. Go somewhere else where you get paid.
What's Limestone?
Limestone College.
Limestone College, okay.
It was cool, but that money is too much. Too much. So no student loans. The second thing I would tell myself, keep grinding. Keep that spirit, keep that fighting spirit. Because you're never gonna lose it. I have it to this day. Work out more. Go to the gym, lift weights.
Okay.
Too lazy. Get your ass up.
Right?
Lift some weights, do something. That's 3 things.
That's 3.
That's 3 things. 2 more. Oh man. Quit drinking milk. It's messing your stomach up, man. Come on. Number one thing I actually tell myself 5 years ago. Wow. That's a difficult one. That's good. It's good. Make me think a little bit, you know.
Yeah, what's it's supposed to do.
Alright. The number one thing, another thing I would tell myself. Don't let your current situation deter you from what you want in life. Go get it.
Man, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for coming by. You gonna come back by?
Oh, definitely.
Alright, we're gonna do a photo shoot. Alright, y'all, so check them out on all streaming platforms, s.o.m. And check out his music and look for him on all of the silver screens coming soon. TyQuan Harris, y'all.
English.
God damn it.
My little brother's last name is Harris.
Alright, so I was thinking about his little brother. Anyway, TyQuan English, y'all.
Beyond alkaline, beyond hydration, beyond thirst. Every drop is infused with life-changing affirmations. Affirmation water.
You remember what we talked about? Okay, good. Mommy has to go talk to the hiring manager. It'll be really quick. Here's your tablet. You can play on your game, but be really quiet. When we leave, I'll get you surprised, okay?
Hi, good morning. Can I help you?
Hello, yes, I'm here for my interview at 9.
Brittany?
Yes, that's me.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know you were, okay, no worries. Oh my goodness. This is really embarrassing, but we filled the position already.
What?
Yeah, it was filled this morning. I meant to call you.
We just talked on the phone yesterday.
Yeah.
Listen, if it's because I have my son with me, this is totally a one-time thing. I've just been trying to adjust to this COVID situation, not having daycare or school. I didn't have an alternative for today.
Yeah, I understand. He doesn't have a father?
Yes, he has a father.
Oh, well, that's great. Well, thank you so much for coming by.
Karen, I don't know any companies that conduct interviews and hire someone before they've interviewed all of their candidates. That's what I am, Karen, a candidate. And I'm way overqualified for this position. But I'm here because my business has slowed down due to this pandemic. Now, I don't know what changed between the phone call yesterday or me walking through that door this morning.
Oh, it's not.
But I know that I'm here 15 minutes early to have my interview with Mr. Banks, and that's what I intend to do. It's 8:45, and my son is surprisingly quiet. So if you could, do your job on a timely manner. And I'll be sitting right over there waiting for my name to be called. Okay, Karen? And Karen, everyone has a father, or none of us would have been born. It's common sense.
Yes, sir. Miss Taylor's here for her interview starting at 9 o'clock? Yes, sir. I'll let her know you'll be right out. Miss Taylor?
I heard you, Karen. How was work, Karen?
I want these crackers to feel something. Was born a nigga and I'm still one. I hold the title proudly cause I want them to know loudly that I'm the reason that they dying slow. Looking at my younger self like, what you being con for? They gon' treat you like a convict. Notice got my mom sick. Visions of me being trapped in the back of a Crown Vic. They gon' spin the block, drop me off at my ops crib. They want me to die by a crib to perpetuate this shit. Bitch, I'm more than ready, this click, more than heavy, this grip, more than deadly, I hold it steady. Nah, man, fuck that, cause look, I want these crackers to feel something. Was born a nigga and I'm still one. I hold the title proudly cause I want them to know loudly that I'm the reason that they dying slow. Looking at my younger self like, what you being con for? They gon' treat you like a convict. Notice got my mom sick, visions of me being trapped in the back of a Crown Vic. They gon' spin the block, park in the empty lot, beat me up, forget the cuss, it's just a bluff. Two pigs, one to hit me up, the other one to get the dumping. Leave me slumped and forget about it in the morning like it was nothing.
I'd rather be feared for my wildness than to die silent and tamed. We're witnessing the external release of the internal pain of years of oppression. Imagine how awful it must feel to live with a burning building in your chest. Better out than in. Better wild than afraid. Dr. Thea Monier.
Yeah. Check it out, man. I hate being deaf and I hate having a speech impediment. I hate stuttering. I go to Wendy's the other day. I say, can I get a six-piece chicken nugget? Man, I got to the window. The bill was $24. And I ain't ordered but one damn six-piece. But yeah, being deaf can really be kind of hard. It can be a good thing. Another thing I hate about being deaf is I might be going, my girlfriend might say, go to the store and get some bread. I walk out the house, I come back, I come in, dick hard, I laying in the bed like, what's up? She be like, what? I said, you said when I come back, you're gonna give me some head. I mean, like, you can be, listen, I've never heard the sound of pussy until I put my hearing aid on. Ain't no pussy had a, see, if you had a hearing aid like me, you can hear different sounds of pussy. See, some pussy sound like, some sound like, and some think, see, what a hearing aid will tell you, I got that supernatural power, man. But another thing I want to talk to you about, have anybody ever had STDs? I'll go first, man. I had an STD. Just imagine, wait, put this in your head. Imagine if STDs had demons and they talk to you. I'm gonna go first. I had crabs one time. I never forget around with my homeboy, went from a little to a biggie. I'm riding. 2 days go by. A week go by, I'm like, damn, but I can't stop it. Just imagine if STDs had demons. Crabs would be talking to you. Ah, 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 ah. Imagine herpes. Looking for me, here I go. Looking for me, here I go. Looking for me, here I go. Just imagine AIDS. AIDS would be that cool motherfucker, man. You take, you know you dead, man. You might well take that shit and pass it around like a blunt, man. Yeah, man, but that's just what I enjoy doing, telling jokes, man. But listen, I don't want to spoil y'all at the moment. I have plenty more to come, man. I really appreciate y'all for y'all time and effort. Hey, hope to see you soon, man.
Hey guys, I'm Robin Young, upstate real estate agent for the Spartanburg, Greenville, and surrounding areas, and your host for the State of Real Estate. Follow me for all things real estate on Facebook at Robin Rockin' Real Estate, on Instagram, Robin Young Realtor, or via email at miss.ryoung14@gmail.com. So today we're going to discuss credit, the most important real estate topic, you guys. So I have a lot of questions every day concerning in regards to credit. So today I put together a how to improve your credit checklist. And just so you guys know, there are a lot of different lending companies out there. And one in particular, the USDA program, will approve people, with certain credit scores starting at 600, even at 580. So if you guys have questions about credit, just reach out to me via email or Facebook or Instagram, and we can talk about more in depth about credit, guys. My first tip is going to be pay down debt and also know your credit score. Paying down debt, guys, is super important. So when applying for a home loan, 3 factors are going to be mainly considered: credit to debt ratio, income, and also your job and finances. So knowing that, you want to know where your credit stands, guys. It is so important. My next tip will be to not charge your credit cards to the max. And the reason this is so important is, imagine if you're purchasing a home or you've been approved to purchase a home and you've gotten the amount of the loan that you will be receiving in the event that you don't purchase a car or a boat or things of that nature. If you do go purchase a car or a boat, well, your home loan will be affected, and we don't want that, guys. So that's super important. Do not charge your credit cards to the max when you're purchasing a home. After you purchase a home, be my guest. You can buy a boat, brand new car, but just for the home loan, guys, make sure that we're not maxing out our credit cards because that will affect our loan amount. My next tip is important as well. I would suggest to wait 12 months after credit difficulties are clear off of your credit. So if you had a charge off or you had something in collections maybe, once you pay off that charge or that difficulty on your credit, give yourself a full calendar year for those charges to be cleared and removed off of your credit, guys. Because some of the collection agencies and things of that nature, they take a while to remove issues off of your credit. So keep that in mind. Wait a full 12-month calendar year in order for those things to be removed, guys. So my next important tip would be is to not purchase new home items on your credit cards. So this is important because just as well as purchasing bigger ticket items such as cars and boats and trucks and things of that nature, it also goes hand in hand with purchasing a lot of everyday items as well. So you want to make sure when you are on the road to purchasing a home, guys, you want to pay for things in cash if you can, as far as in gas and things like that. And that will help out your process as far as in keeping everything smooth, keeping the process smooth, because that could lead to bumps in the road down the line as far as in credit card spending. So just be aware of that, guys. So my last two tips are going to be shop for mortgage rates all at once and also avoid finance companies. And these are they may be argumentably the most important tips on this list, because when shopping for mortgage rates, a lot of people assume that the first lender is the best, and it may or it may not be. So you want to give yourself 14 days. You have 14 days initially when you first apply for your home loan to go shop around at other banks and lender companies. So keep that in mind, guys, and you won't be penalized within those as long as you're in that 14-day window. So keep that in mind. And also with the finance companies, we strongly suggest avoiding finance companies. And I understand finance companies will lend to poor to good or fair credit, but it's not the best option. It's not the best loan options for you guys out there, because the interest rates are super high. So you want to stay away from finance companies if you can, and that's very important. So that will conclude my how to improve credit list. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, this is the State of Real Estate, and I'm Robin Young. And remember, guys, real estate is the key to our financial freedom. Have a blessed day. Are you a realtor and interested in joining our panel? Contact us at thestateofrealestateworldwide@gmail.com.
Please welcome the creator of the show, Illski, Demetris Jones.
As we come to the end of July 2020, a lot of people are going to see the end of a substantial amount of income. And that's okay. we're used to having and then having to regroup. That's not an issue. The issue is, what have you done with all that you've got? What have you done with what you received? So in January 2020, I buried one of my dearest cousins, and that event led me to realize that I was spending too much time not being what I wanted to be, not doing what I wanted to do, and not enjoying me in life. So I left my job as a car salesman and began my own dealership. And then the lockdown came. And it changed the way we do business as we know it. It also changed the lending requirements of the companies that were going to finance my car lot, which meant that I could not open the car lot with the budget that I had. When everything changed, I had to adapt my understanding, my personality, and everything that I am into figuring out what it was that I was going to do. Because there's a mortgage, there's a car note, there's child support, there's children, there's a dog, and I am responsible in some way, shape, form, or fashion for all of those things. However, one day I was on Facebook and a young lady by the name of Tracy Blue was doing a live. She's an evangelist, a real estate agent, just an all-around marketing, all-around entrepreneur. But this day she was talking what she said God had wanted her to talk about. And her statements and her conversation were all about not trying to create something new, but utilizing what God has already given you and magnifying it. I was listening, but I wasn't listening until one day after I sold my last car off of my lot, we will say. I went to go buy a camera so that I could take better pictures of the vehicles that I would get. I got that camera, I came home and I started taking pictures of things around the house. And I have a closet full of suits, so I decided that I'd put on a suit and take a few pictures. Well, I looked good in those pictures. I looked good in those pictures and I liked it. So I had on one of the suits and I was just talking on camera, and next thing you know, I was looking at myself, standing over here and giving a good word. And I realized I gave a message. Prior to the camera, I had already produced an album of motivational speeches, but it was different on camera. I felt like I had it. And I feel like I need someone to make sure I have all of this together. So I felt like I had it, and I pushed forward with my God-given skill of motivating people. And so when I found that I was eligible to get some money as a business owner, I did that. And I have taken the majority of every dime and invested it into what you see right here. All of the lights, all of the cameras, all of this setup, the backdrops, the computers, and the money on marketing, and the editing, and the graphic design, and all of that. When the money got into my hand, it was invested. And when I say invested, I mean invested. I could have done a lot of things with it. I could have saved it. I could have went and took a vacation. I could be somewhere right now, not worrying about my mortgage, on somebody's
beach chilling. I could have done that. But I took all that I had and put it into all that I have so that I can get all that I want. I bet it all. All. From the studios that I'm recording in to the home that I own. I put it all on the line because I believe in me. From that car that I drive, I put it all on the line. So if I lose it all, best believe I bet it all. But if I win big, I win big because I put all of me into what I believed. What have you done with what you have to get the things that you want? These are questions for you to answer. But for me to be transparent and to be the person that I choose to be, it's a question that I'll answer on camera. I bet it all on me. And betting it all on me feels better than I've ever felt in my life. Because I know that I took a chance on me. I took a chance on me. When was the last time somebody took a chance on you 100%? How can you expect someone to put 100% of themselves into you if you won't put 100% of yourself into you? So, as we come to a close of a season, as we come to a close, when you look back, the memories are fine, the memories are beautiful. But will there be any regret? And I ain't saying regret because you find yourself in a position of dismay because you bet it all on you. I'm saying regret because you find yourself in a dismay and you didn't do shit with what you had. So once again, what have you done? And is it worth the pain that may come? And will it bring joy in the future? What you do from this day forward is what counts. And I would admonish you to bet it all on you. Put it all on the line for what you believe in, for your dreams, for what you've wanted to accomplish all of these years. Step out on faith and become the greater you that you want to be. And as the onlookers look, and as the eavesdroppers listen, let them understand this. You have supreme belief in you, and you bet it all.